You've probably seen the ads, heard the buzz, or maybe even downloaded the app yourself. Raiz, the micro-investing platform that promised to turn your spare change into serious savings, seemed like a game changer. The idea was simple, brilliant even: round up your everyday purchases to the nearest dollar and invest the difference. A seamless, almost invisible way to build wealth. But then, as with many innovative financial tools, questions started to emerge. What really happened to the Raiz investment? Is it still the accessible, high-performing option it once seemed? Let's cut to the chase. Raiz is still operational, but its journey hasn't been without its twists and turns. For a long time, Raiz was lauded for making investing approachable, especially for beginners. The roundup feature, the low minimums, and the preset diversified portfolios based on risk appetite, from conservative to aggressive, attracted hundreds of thousands of users. It effectively removed the intimidation factor often associated with traditional investing. However, the shine started to dull for some. A significant point of contention has been the fees. While Raiz boasts no brokerage fees, it does charge monthly maintenance fees, particularly for accounts with smaller balances. For example, accounts under $15,000 generally incur a flat monthly fee. While this might seem small, on a low balance, it can represent a substantial percentage of your portfolio, potentially eating into your returns. Imagine paying 4.5% in fees on a $100 portfolio. That's a tough hurdle to overcome before even considering market performance. Beyond the monthly fees, there are also underlying ETF management fees charged by the issuers of the exchange-traded funds that make up Raiz portfolios. These are often less transparent to the casual user but still impact overall returns. Furthermore, Raiz performance, like any investment, is subject to market fluctuations. While the company has reported positive 1, 3, and 5-year performances for its portfolios, some users have noted that their personal returns, especially after factoring in fees, sometimes lag behind simpler high-yield savings accounts, particularly during periods of lower market growth or higher interest rates. Adding another layer to the story, Raiz also announced a strategic shift, including its exit from the Malaysian market in September 2024. This kind of consolidation, while often a business decision, can naturally raise questions among investors about the platform's broader stability and focus. So, what happened to the Raiz investment? It evolved. It remains a viable platform for micro-investing, particularly for those who value simplicity and automation. However, like with any financial product, understanding the fee structure and managing expectations regarding returns is crucial. It's a tool that works best when understood within its limitations and for its intended purpose, consistent, long-term micro-investing, rather than a quick path to outsized gains, especially with smaller balances. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.